Extra, extra! Cowardly attack on New in town? Did you hear about what happened? Oh, Marshall Station, right over there. You can't miss the pillories out front. Sure has. Dorsey's got into the city, but nobody knows how. They started shooting up the place and killed a lot of people. Then they made a run at the Patriarch's palace. Oh, but they couldn't get inside. It took a while, but Sheriff Daisy and the marshals beat him back. Now they're holed up in the Garden of the Gods. Well, some of them, anyway. Others jumped in their trucks and ran for it. Just what I've been told. Back before I was born, they were the family that betrayed the Patriarch and tried to take charge of Colorado. The thing is, everybody thought they'd been dead for years. I mean, there's tons of stories about how the Patriarch wiped them all out. Yep, I work for the Colorado Patriot, only newspaper left in America. We tell people what's happening in the city and what they should think about it. Be careful. Might still be Dorsey's hiding out in the city.
By order of the Patriarch, only authorized personnel are to pass this gate. The attack on the city has everyone nervous. Until that's all settled down, Patriarch's orders are in effect. Authorized business only. An invitation from the head of a family, or authorization from the Patriarch. Until you have that, the gate stays closed. Broadmoor Heights and the Patriarch's palace. Good day.
God darn it, Martha. Why else would I even keep a shotgun around if I don't use it?
Do you know who...
Consarn it! You Dorsey peckerheads, get on out of there!
Hush up now, Josiah. You can't go in there alone. They'll kill you.
You think I can't handle myself? I've put down worse than these in my time.
Since when? You've been a shopkeeper all your life. Will you help me talk some sense into this old fool? If he goes after those Dorseys, he'll get himself killed.
Finally, someone with some spine. I do it all myself, but since you're new in town, I figured you'd need to show your mettle.
Josiah, don't you do this. Let these people handle it. They've had plenty of experience by the look of them.
Well, I'm ready when you are.
Thank you. Keep an old man from killing himself, will you?
Killing myself? Can't you pretend to have some faith in me, Martha? Especially in front of these soldier types? You do this, you'll get a nice discount at the shop. Assuming I still have a shop by the time it's all over.
Shit, Hotlanders! We thought you was all dead! Back off! that pissed us off! Hey, the deluge! You're going to pay for this!
The outcome was never in doubt.
I knew you had the look of soldiers.
Phew, boy. Thanks again for taking care of those Dorseys. Say, if you got hurt in that scrap, you should see a friend of mine, Doc Parker. He set up a clinic in the Arapahoe garage, just outside the city gate. And here, a little token of our appreciation. Come on back after we reopen the shop. Come on back after I open up my shop.
This here's Market Square. The Arapahoe garage is just outside the city gates. My old friend Doc Parker set up a clinic there. Parker's the best doctor in town. Be a hell of an asset if we can persuade him to join the Rangers. Careful though. The Doc is prickly at the best of times.
Snapping Jimmy Bob's still standing. Dorseys or no Dorseys? You think a little raid would stop snapping Jimmy Bob? No siree. Oh, hey! New faces? Let me know if you need to restock. I hear there's still some Dorseys in the city. Oh, that's my prized possession. A genuine pre-apocalypse, fully functional microwave. I can cook up some truly gourmet delicacies with it. But the damn power got cut in the fighting. It'll take the city weeks to fix it. That's snapping, Jimmy Bob, thank you. Not that much to tell. My dad was a trader, and a good one. And now I'm a trader, and a good one. Might seem boring to wandering muscle like yourself, but I like it. Let's.
Did you see the Dorseys almost blow up the statue?
Yeah, I was hiding under the book.
Welcome to Mary Milk Teeth's Morning After Mart. If you did some things last night that you wish you hadn't, I got you covered. I can clean you up, sober you up, cure your ills, and get you ready to face the new day. Or maybe you got banged up in the Dorsey raid. I can help with that too. What do you need? Remedies for regret, children. Headache pills, hair of the dog, pills for the pox, pills for the pain, and first aid kits for those of you who might have started something you couldn't finish. All guaranteed to fill you with pep and put a spring in your step. What can I get you? Just a simple humanitarian who saw a niche that needed filling. Now, are you buying or are you talking? Here you go, children. Salvation is at hand.
Something.
Oh, you want to talk to Mama. She's the one in charge.
You got business with Mama Carter? Ha! No, you don't. Come back when you do. Until then, scram.
Set your tire bead real quick and look impressive doing it? I've got a trick. Set the tire on fire. Except don't use gasoline. Yeah, well, she's smart enough to...
Hey, Jimmy. Glad to see you're okay. Dorseys didn't get this far?
Nah, they didn't bother with us. They were after folks wearing badges like yours. I would have shot those Dorseys dead if they'd walked in my garage. Haven't seen your friends before. If you folks are looking for help with your vehicle, you've come to the right place. Yeah? Oh, that's Doc Parker. He needed a place to set up his clinic, and we had the space, so... Good thing, too. Those Dorseys hurt a lot of people with that little raid of theirs. We brought as many as we could in here, and Doc's been patching them up as fast as he can. Only got 2 hands, though. The best in Colorado Springs, no lie. He was the Patriarch's personal physician for a while. Took care of all the hoity-toits in Broadmoor Heights, too. Kinda pissed us off at the time, actually. Nice Arapaho boy, taking care of the hemorrhoids of the 100 families and turning his back on his own people. Came home in the end, though. Remembered who he was and set up his clinic here. Been serving the working people of Colorado Springs ever since. Anything for your vehicle. Have a look.
Make sure you take care of that bike when you get to it.
That rust trap? Why?
Because this was Jimmy Longhaul's first car. When it gave up the ghost in the plains, he salvaged what he could. Turned it into this monster you see before you. All because he couldn't bear to be separated from his machine. That's dedication for you.
Also to get out of the plains.
No time.
Y'all, what can I do for you? This is the Colorado Springs Arapaho Station. We got stations all over Colorado, mostly for fixing and supplying our own fleet. But we fix vehicles and sell parts to anybody. I'm the manager, Jimmy Longhaul. That's my crew over there. You need any repairs or best crew in the business. Co-workers, not employees. I only give the orders 'cause I take the orders, get me? Anyway, Fastback's the old one. Been with the station almost as long as I have. Wrench, the tall fella, thinks he's a heartbreaker, but he's the most sentimental sap you'll ever meet. And Pacer's our newest recruit. Don't mess with her. She's 10 pounds of attitude in a 5-pound bag. At the moment, yeah, I guess so. Driving and wrenching has kind of become the Arapaho brand. We pride ourselves on being the best mechanics and couriers in the West. Sure we do, if they're good enough. Takes a lot of skills to be better than an Arapaho, though. Well, except for those of us who run the stations. We mostly live on the road. The people of the convoy, some folks call us. And we've turned that way of life into a business. Arapaho service stations, Iron Thunder logistics, Arapaho caravan protection, and so on. While other folks were eating each other in the suburbs or fighting over mansions in Broadmoor Heights. And when we came back, we came with services people needed. Transportation, protection, and repair. Been living well ever since. You take care now.
Nothing better than human ingenuity.
They don't make them like they used to.
Let's see. What's next?
Come on.
Hey, Doc.
Quan, hope you won't take offense, but I've got no time for nicety.
Understood, brother.
They're in bad shape, and I don't have the time or tools to save them. Thank you. The things I need most are a suture kit, an injury kit, and a medic pack. Got that? These folks are literally dying on us, so don't fuck around. Great. Then get started on those patients.
It isn't that It isn't that bad, is it? Just flesh wound. Am I right? You should see the other guy.
They wouldn't stop. Why wouldn't they stop? It hurts. Please. They wouldn't stop. Why wouldn't they stop? It hurts. Please. Where? What's going on? Did you patch me up?
Jumped out of a building to escape the Dorseys. Didn't count on the ground stopping me.
We've got everything the doc asked for. We should head back.
My leg! Feeling better by the minute. You saved my life.
You closed my wound. I won't miss staring at my own guts.
What now? Good. Thank you. One sec, though. I know I've asked a lot of you, and I'm grateful for what you've already done. See this girl? She was shot in the head, but there's no exit wound. The bullet's still in there. I need to keep constant watch on her, and I need cleaner, safer facilities to do it. If you let me use the facilities at your HQ, I'll do anything. I'll work as your doctor. I'll fucking juggle for you, Rangers. I just need to save her. What do you say? Thank you. Thank you. You've saved her life. And mine. Need anything before I get my stuff together? Of course. Let's have a look. Good luck.
Jesus, loaves and fishes, Christ! That's a bomb under my stall, ain't it?
Oh, shit, Taiwan. God, it is. We best...
Holy mackerel! Better stay back from my stall. Those goddamn Dorseys dropped a landmine under it. Heck no! That mine is right in front of my stock. Oh, thank God. You'd be doing me a shell of a favor.
Sorry, no admittance. Museum's closed.
Are you mercs? Or working with the marshals?
Yeah, this whole place is a gloss. But who wants to hear all the ugly details?
Marshals! Finally! I was beginning to think you were never going to help... Hold on now. You aren't marshals. You look like ruffians. Are you here to see the sheriff? Well, I'm first. I've been waiting here on tenterhooks for an hour. It's maddening. My family has been kidnapped by those no-good Dorseys, and the marshals will give me no answers about their situation. They won't even speak to me. That may be, but my family is one of the leading families of Colorado Springs. We have been longtime allies of the Patriarch and supporters of all he stands for. Surely that should be given some consideration. I suppose not. We are all equal in the eyes of God, as they say. I am just frustrated. That is all. It doesn't seem that anything is being done. Well, you look capable enough, but I don't know you from Adam. Why, you might be robbers or bandits. No. Thanks all the same, but I think I'll continue to wait on the proper authorities. Frustrating though that may be. Sheriff Daisy, I will not leave until you speak to me.
We should build some more watchtowers.
Miss Wesson, could you... I'm sorry. I have to talk to these folks. Sorry about that. Are you the Rangers? We were told to expect you. Sheriff Daisy's waiting for you.
Thanks, Torres.
Anytime, Marshal Kwan. Don't blink. Reports. Lots of reports. The Dorsey raid really tore up the town. Murder, looting, fires. They even attacked this station. Not that they got very far. It's been exhausting. It's on the back of the box. We keep the peace here in Colorado Springs. Mostly, though, we do what Sheriff Daisy says. Thanks. If you've got any feedback, be sure to fill out a form.
Well, now you must be the Rangers. I'm the sheriff around here, but you can call me Daisy. Old Saul tells me you're a bunch of badasses, and I ain't one to turn away a badass, especially at a time like this. I reckon you already heard all about the Dorsey raid, so I won't bore you with the details. Suffice it to say, we whooped 'em good, and the survivors are holed up in the Garden of the Gods with a bunch of hostages. Thing is, I lost a lot of marshals. My boys and girls are tired and beat up. You want to make some fast friends around here? You could go into the garden and speak to those Dorseys for us. Maybe find out how the hell they got into the city in the first place.
And by speak, you mean shoot the everlasting shit out of them and save those hostages, right, boss?
Quan, I hear you're some fancy liaison now. Old Saul taking my people without even asking? How dare he? Anyway, yes, you rascal. That's exactly what I mean. But question him first, you hear?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
And I'm glad to hear it. The job's easy enough, if you like using bullets. Now, the Dorsey's hostages are from the fancy side of town. 100 Families folk. Try to get 'em out of there alive, or I'll never hear the fucking end of it. And please, take young Miss Wesson with you. I need that girl out of my hair. In fact, I'm gonna insist. I'm telling Lupinski not to let you into the garden without her. But don't worry. Go in there and kick some ass, Rangers.
I'm not sure why the sheriff didn't assign me marshals, but, well, beggars can't be choosers. I am the Miss Wesson she spoke of. As Sheriff Daisy told you, they and some of our neighbors were taken hostage by the Dorseys, and I mean to free them. All of them. So, it's a project of the Ward family, a showcase for their know-how. They grow food there using the latest technologies. Colorado Springs leads the world in science. But there are plenty of places to hide in the garden. The Dorseys could be laying for us anywhere. We shall have to be cautious. No good traitors, that's what they are. Used to be 100 Families, like us, but rotten. Backstabbers, every one of them. At least that's what my father says. They rebelled against the Patriarch before I was born, and were driven from the city. I was always told they were dead and gone. It seems I was misinformed. Certainly. My father taught me to shoot almost before I could walk, and I'm the best shot in the city.
Oh, it's true. She's a prodigy, all right. Also a pain in the ass.
No. But I have hunted. There's no need to worry that I will be shy about pulling the trigger. I promise, strangers, if it is to save my family, I will not hesitate. I know very little about you, strangers. And even if I trusted you as I would a friend, it is still my family who the Dorseys threaten. At last. Garden of the Gods is just north of Market Square. Marshal Lupinski should be out front.
Hey, take a look at what these marshals and Dorseys got on them.
Those marshals were colleagues of mine. I'm gonna guess you didn't kill them, but you need to put all those valuables back.
Fat chance. We got guns and ammo now. We don't take orders from marshals no more.
Assessing the target.
Hardly hold my guns.
We're unstoppable!
What's the matter with you? Don't you know the city's on lockdown? I'm not opening the door to nobody. Go away!
Place is closed. Trigo wants us to stand in the cold and make sure you know it.
Welcome back, children. Had another rough night? Here you go, children. Salvation is at hand.
Rangers, I'd chat. But there's a lot to wrap up before I make my way to your headquarters. Rangers, I'd chat. Rangers, I'd chat. But there's a lot to wrap up before I make my way to your headquarters. Rangers, I'd chat. But there's a lot to wrap up before I make my way to your headquarters.
Rangers, you told me that we were going to save my family. This isn't the way to the Garden of the Gods. And if you don't plan to honor your word, I'm leaving. Impossible. Who can say how long you'll be gone? I refuse. Do not be away for too long. Who can say what a...
Hi, I'm Austin. I'm new.
Welcome back, Rangers. I hope you like what we've done with the place. The worst of the mess is cleaned up. Now, what can I help you with? So long, Rangers. I'll be in the war room if you need me.
Hey, Rangers. I'm here at last. It'll take a while, but I think I'll be able to make an actual surgery out of this place. Just need to call in a few favors for equipment and supplies. If you need treatment now, well, I think I'm ready for that. What do you need? That's what you pay me for. Have a seat. Fine. Everything is fine. For now. I brought a few things over from the garage. Not much yet, but...
Welcome to your communications hub, Rangers. The Patriarch was good enough to let me use my own gear, and I have my high-frequency radio equipment all set. From here on out, I will be your voice in the wind. You can contact Ranger HQ at any time through your radio, and I'll reach out as needed. When there's arrests to be made under your authority, just radio them into me. Pleasure to serve. Oh, I'm not. It just turns out artificial intelligence isn't that much different from fiddling with radios. Easy enough to install, it turned out, but I wouldn't know the first thing about it otherwise. I've worked the radio for some time now, and I hear all kinds of stories from other parts of the world. Horrors you wouldn't believe. Is Colorado perfect? No, but it's a damn sight better than any alternative I've seen. Speaking frankly, great. Protect and serve, right? Things had grown stale with the Marshals. It felt like I'd reached the end of what I could do for the people there. Proud to be a Ranger now. The finest setup you'll find this side of the Rockies. This equipment took years to get together. A lot of it custom work. String and pieces of gum, you know? This is the only setup in Colorado able to communicate on all sorts of frequencies. The basic controls are straightforward. You should try the device yourselves whenever you're here. I've picked up all kinds of signals. It's possible you could even reach Arizona anytime.
Family's taken hostage!
Are you ready to rescue my family now? At last.